Tembimpele. Since we launched Inerela, we have some good story to tell. We did GBV dialogue. We documented 5 success stories of survivors. We went there again. Then we documented 8 stories of survivors, GBV and HIV. So what happened? My husband is a cheater. Even the lady that made our married life to be difficult passed away. Now there's another one.
Nanshapa ka montlong ka mo ka ba le ngwana hape o ithu second born wa ngwanyana ke ra re sa ba le lo tlhokofetse ka nna le second born an roba le tso ka ena ngwanyana o se go tlhokofale
Now
o mong hape.
All this as it started with all the relationships that he's having in between. He once broke my arm
Well,
I was pregnant with the second child. He broke my arm. Did you report him that he broke your arm? I never reported him.
And my mother was here.
My mother was here.
And when he comes here, you can come here and ask him, where do you stay? He will say he's staying here. Are you beating your wife? No, she's beating me. She's breaking my car. No. He will say things that you won't even believe. I was rejected by neighbors. I was rejected by my husband. You see,
because of COVID.
Everything was coming back.
We were staying together with my husband. By then, I had 2 kids. I used to buy things. He used to do nothing. But it came to a point in 2010 when I was pregnant with the child. Yes. Then he forced me to do an abortion. Then when he forced me to do an abortion, I said, no, I will raise my child. I'm used to raising my kids on my own. I will hustle for my kids. He used to beat me. I was pregnant. He used to beat me.
6 months pregnant, 7 months pregnant.
Yeah. That's the example, the results. I was 6 months pregnant, 2010, when he was beating me. Then I got injured in the hand. So 2014, we divorced. It used to be easy for me when I went through all my divorce proceedings, because what happened, I used to inquire. That's why today I say I'm a survivor of a GBV. That's why I'm an activist, because I know the laws, I know the rules. That's why it's easy for me to counsel, to take someone through. That's why for me to be an activist, I do it wholeheartedly, because now I'm equipped, I have all things in the book. I know how to deal with situations as they come. I was merely an abuser myself. I nearly killed my 2-year child. Out of hearing sounds and screams of a child, I beat that child. You could swear that it was an adult. It's when from that day it raised from my side that now I'm an abuser, and it raised from my side that now I am angry about being abused, because I merely killed my child now. Then I started dealing with my internal issues. So being an activist, it's my way of healing, because now I am able to tell others all that anger along the way disappeared, because now as I help people, it reminds of myself, then it closes that door. I'm an activist now. I am clean now. I am able to take the stand. Hence, I'm doing it wholeheartedly. As I've met Inerela, I'm very happy, because what I've seen in this village where we stay, most women, 99.9 women that approach me on daily basis, it's either they don't want to be named, it's either they don't want to name their victims, it's either they don't want to be known that they also part of the stats. So as I'm walking the journey with Inerela, I'm very happy, because now we will stop the silence. Women are suffering, but they are quiet. Why they stay in those relationships? It's because of poverty. In this village, we don't have women sewing, we don't have any plantations, women are not working, women didn't go to school, we don't have shelters, we don't have soup kitchens. So here, that's why all this is coming out, because women are just in the dark. So why I appreciate the love we get from Inerela's champion, because she listens to us. It's not easy for us to go approach social workers. They're always angry, they're always fighting, but with the champion, it's easy because she listens, even though she didn't help you today, but she listens, she comes back to us. So we say thanks to Inerela for the opportunity that is giving us. I'm going to tell you about my GBV story. Our parents are deceased. I used to stay with my brothers and my sisters. One day when I came from church, my brother started questioning me things, saying what I tell people about our family issues. Then I said, I tell no one anything.
So after mo hamputisa, then alwalenna, after alwalenna, I'm patching the goreka boroto. Hekilo reka boroto, then kabuwa, hekibuwa, kagrai lohore, oplakile ketela. Then before ketela, it started hura of Bauka hula douche, sound of gun. So he did a sound of gun. When I go to check inside, Kimokara
So after what we quarreled and everything, my brother sent me to the shops. When I came back, as I entered the house, he grabbed the gun. He shot himself in my presence, in the house. Why he killed himself is because he had rumors that I said he raped me. And I've never uttered those words in my life. I've never said to anyone, my brother raped me, because he was the one who was looking after us. When the police came to find out that my brother passed away, my family neglected me. Everyone said I killed my brother. So no one is looking after her, no one is supporting her, no one is doing anything to her. Even at school, teachers, everyone, they said I killed my brother. So I stopped going to school. Now there's a serious issue. I drink, I smoke, I sell myself for anything because I need to eat at the end of the day. My family, remember, is neglecting me, no one is giving me. I was living on the sustenance of 350. Since I'm no longer getting that 350 from the government, each and every man that comes by, say myself for food, just to have food, just to have toiletries and everything. So then comes now my side of being violated by a man, because I had to explain to him that no one supports me. Then now the man took advantage that he owns me. He started beating me, buying me food. I was staying with, but he would beat me because he knew no one from my family would help. But I've met your champion from Inerela. It's when my life changed around, because now I know how, I know where to take my things. The support I only got, it's these 2 months that gave me the support structure in my life when I heard about Inerela. So it's these 2 months that brought light into the people of this village. She's one of the people thanking Inerela. It's the father of my child. We fought, we had a disagreement. Then he started tearing the uniform off my child. School uniform and your clothes.
Yes.
My clothes, school uniform of the kid. When I wanted to drink the cold drink, only to find out there's something pinkish in the cold drink. Then I didn't drink it. Only to find out, even in the maize meal, there's this pink stuff. Then we wondered, what's it? Because it's similar than the one you find in the cold drink. When we checked, all the food we had in the house had this, only to find out it's the retex. The retex, it's what is used to kill rats.
And then answer lifukola hore yena o tlo ya khoto le mama, or else nna ke le diseased. Aka se ntlohele fela, and I'll never find another boyfriend.
Then he told my mother that I'll be attending court with you, but your child will be dead by then. And I won't leave your child for another man. It was not only this violence. He's a cheater. He used always to emotionally abuse me, verbally tell me I'm useless, I'm poor, I'm nothing without him. So that's why, hence came Saturday, when he's cheating, I find him. That's why I took a decision that will save my life, that no, I'm going out of this relationship. I'd rather come out alive than come out dead.
A protection ela happy high, and then number anything you guys I should call them.
As I'm sitting, I'm afraid, because now I've got the protection order that is not delivered. I don't know any minute from now what could happen for me. I went to report because I heard about Inerela. Then it's when I went to report to Christina and Sandra about my ordeal. But as I'm sitting, I don't know, guys, my safety, my child's safety, my parents' safety.
My name is Tepiso Beja. Originally, I'm from Soweto.
Yes.
I'm a victim of gender-based violence, and I'm living with HIV for almost I can say 17 years. And I have 2 kids with society. So the problem that led me to mark out words is I was emotionally abused, but not physically abused, but emotionally abused, threatened, not once but several times. So I decided to end my marriage because I saw the threats that my life was at stake.
Yes.
By the words that he was threatening me, he will end up doing what he was telling me he will do. He once threatened me to butcher me alive, to cut me into pieces and bury me in the bushes where my family can't find. So I stayed and I told myself that everything will be okay. But I already made up my mind that I cannot take this abuse any longer, because he was telling me I must take my things and my children to go back home. He was swearing at me, saying very mean things. So I said, no, here many women are getting killed. So I'm not going to sit and wait for me to be killed, because I've got young kids. So I decided to pack my things and come back home. Because if I was supposed to tell him that I'm going, I was not going to go out of that door anyway.
Yeah.
Because even now, the threats that he's been doing, I've tried to block him. Remember the last time?
Yeah.
But he bought another SIM card.
Okay.
He kept on threatening me, telling me that he will take me to the courts for the children and all these things. He will do all these funny things. And for your record, I'm not here for men. I'm here to heal because of the things that you did to me.
And because the child, when we arrived last time, she was just here not going to school, and she was so frustrated. Today she's beautiful. She gained weight. Can you see? I told you that there's no place like home. You will go back to your old self. So she's saying thanks to Inerela because the child is at school.
And thanks to Inerela once again.
She's getting her medication.
Yes.
There won't be a problem that now she won't take the tablets. Thanks to you, champion. Thank you very much for the job you're doing. Those are the results of why we're documenting the survival stories in Brits Madibeng. In a month's time, she's getting a medication. In a month's time, the child is in school. In a month's time, you could see she's happy, she's at home. She's 37 years old. She's staying with the sister. She's unemployed. She didn't know that she's got infected with HIV. She got her firstborn. When she had her secondborn, she's when started feeling not well. Then she went to the clinic. When she arrived at the clinic, they did the HIV test. That's when the results came back, she found out that she is positive. Her secondborn, she's 15 years. That means she is an HIV survivor. When she found out that she's positive, the brother and the sister came together as a family that we will look after your kids, we will support you, we will be here for you. Okay. She's got HIV. She's also on medication of epilepsy. She's a survivor because she knows how to stand alone. She's no longer following those guys that abused her before. She's now standing alone. She's staying at home with no man. Even the boyfriend, they're not staying together. She's staying alone with her kids. Even this guy who's maintaining her kids, but she's not staying with her. That's the help that we gave her, that she can stand alone. But the only thing that worries her, she needs to work even under her condition of epilepsy. She goes to the clinic, she gets the medication of HIV. Her kids, they get the grant. She only needs to be taken off, like maybe get something to do in the process. But she is doing well under her state. So we say thanks to the champion for helping or bringing the light to the Madibeng or the Momung community.
Ke nna Gladys Malau, ke nna ko 3709 mo moagi. Ke na le bana ba bararo. My first born o na le 14, wa bobedi o na le 12, wa boraro o na le 1 year. Ke thomile go itse ka botlhoko bo ke ka ngwana wa boraro.
Ladies, as I've said, my name, where I stay, I have 3 kids, as I've mentioned, the ages of my kid, 14, 12, and then my last born. It's when I find out, when I went for my antenatal clinic, that I'm HIV positive. At present, I'm taking my ARVs. I'm well, I'm not sick now, but I'm unemployed, I'm not working. I have 3 kids with 3 different fathers. The third one is the one that makes me to have HIV and GBV violence. He's violent, very violent. He doesn't want me to mix with people. He comes here, he shouts at my mother. But what is worse, last week I went out to my family members with my uncle. He came during the day, he called me, I went out. After I arrived there, he started beating me. Wambulela case, ma. I didn't report him. Imagine someone kicking you carrying a child. Go open a case. Imagine someone swearing at an old lady. That's also GBV violence. He's violating your rights. That cousin or the brother won't stop him from killing you. He would say, sorry, mama, you'll be dead. Open the case. Through our champion, Sandra Mantaba, who's working tirelessly for her community. She's reaching us to the highest levels of the community. Even the social workers they have in the area, as it was in our report, police, social worker, all the departments are malfunctioning, but she's doing a great job. We managed to take 3 orphans to school. We managed to take 1 kid who was from Limpopo to brats to school. We managed again to get one lady who's escaped from Limpopo to brats because of GBV. Now she's getting her ARVs because of our champion who went to the clinic, confronted them, explained them what's the story behind. We thank Inerela for what it did. Really, really, that is putting our faith in action. Thank you.